Wow, there are so many. They are huge.
Please drink responsibly.
Yes, please drink responsibly. Okay. Wow, look at that. Hi, I'm Kate.
Hi, I'm Emily.
And we make videos all about nature, gardening, how to look after the environment, and cooking with the things that we grow in the garden. So we're going to make some Boysenberry Gin today.
Boysenberry.
If you are a fan of Bug's Life, then you will know that quote.
Boysenberries.
We are not sponsored by Disney. We have already picked our boysenberries from our garden, from our own boysenberry plant, and I'll play the footage to that now. So we're just off to pick our berries from our boysenberry bush. Whoa, there are so many. They are huge. We're after these really, really dark ones here, like that. So if they're red, they're not quite ready yet. So we've got a huge, some of these are absolutely huge. There's loads on it, it's absolutely full of berries. So we're just going to get them all and we're going to freeze them because we're going to make something very exciting with them. Got the amazing colour, that juice. Such a rich red colour. Look at that one. So this is not a drink for children. Why is it not a drink for children, Emily?
That's got alcohol in it, which is only for adults because if children drink it, they will spit out because they don't like it.
Yeah, I don't think you'll like it. So this is a video more for adults, but you can get involved and help along, can't you? Yeah. And help to make it. So for our Boysenberry Gin today, we've got boysenberries.
Yeah.
We picked these a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because it's now stopped fruiting.
Yeah.
So we've had them in the freezer, so they're just defrosting now, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're like white now.
That's the frost on them, isn't it?
Yeah. And
yeah.
also quite a little bit they got brown on as well.
Well, that's the
berry.
berry.
What else, please?
Yeah, it will stain, won't it? And we've got just your bog standard gin. We've managed to get a big bottle of it. So this is just normal unflavoured gin. And we've got sugar. So we've got 900 grams of fruit and 300 grams of sugar. And we've got 1.5 litres of gin.
Yeah.
And we just sort of put them all together and mix them up, really. That's what we do. So we've got our sterilised jars, so be careful, they've just come up the oven, so they're very, very hot still.
Yeah.
And now we're going to spoon in our boysenberries. Now I've got 3 jars because I don't know how much it's going to fill up, whether it's going to be enough for 2 big ones or maybe 1 big and a small. Let's start off with a small, Emily.
Yeah.
So be careful. So let's start with a small.
Oh, it's not hot for me.
Right, can you put the sugar over there?
Okay.
Right, use this spoon. You're going to spoon some of the berries into the little jar.
And then you're going to spoon some in the
Yeah. Okay. And now we can put some sugar in. So what I'm going to do, if you don't mind, Emily, I'm going to have a go at this because we just want, it's not an exact size, it doesn't really matter. So we'll have some of it in here,
I didn't do it.
but most of it in here. You can pour it in the big one. So I think probably that will be enough. Right, can you pour that in the big jar?
All of it.
I will just go steady and I will see. So tip it in.
Can I?
Right, put a little bit more in there. Whoa! Okay, that bit's going to be very sugary. Never mind. Oh dear, we'll have to mix it all up. Okay. Oh my God. Let's see if we can get some of the sugar out.
That's so funny.
Right, that will do. Now we need to pour the gin in. So, I think I'm going to pour a little bit in here to start with. Let's get, how much have I got? Yeah. We need it to at least cover the fruit. Hang on. Let's put a little bit more in there. I think that's probably going to be about just right. Let's pour the rest in there. Very good.
It's like sea monsters on.
So let's check it's not too hot now. No, it's not.
And that's
It's not too hot. But I'm going to seal it. Oh, it's still quite warm. I'm going to get. Hang on. I'm going to get the oven gloves. Yeah, it's hot. The jar's still quite hot. And I'm just going to give it a bit of a shake. You can see all the sugar on the bottom. We need to get that sort of all mixed up. We didn't need that big one in the end, did we?
No.
Right. And then I'm going to close this one.
Can I close it?
Yeah.
And then can I?
That's it.
Then can I shake it?
Is it hot? It's a bit hot. Just going to add a few more berries to bring the water level up. Right, so Emily, let's put another spoonful in just to see if that brings, oh look, that brings the water level up. Just so that it seals it a bit better, so it's got a better seal. Just need a few more spoonfuls. That's probably enough. It's just so there's not much air in there. Because if there's air in there, Emily, it will spoil it. That's probably perfect. Okay. Okay.
Is that up to the level?
Yep. You can see that the gin level, the liquid level is up to the top. So we're going to close those. So we're going to put them in a cool, dark cupboard.
Yeah.
And every few days we're going to get them and we're going to mix up all the sugar and the berries and the gin. Okay? Yeah, just give it a bit of a mix, give it a swirl around. Just keep making sure that all that sugar is dissolving because you can see that already it's starting to settle again and all the sugar's at the bottom. So every few days we're just going to mix it up. Okay? And that should be ready in about 4 weeks. And then we can strain out the fruit and hopefully then we'll have flavoured gin. So this is obviously a drink for adults and not for children.
Please drink responsibly.
Yes, please drink responsibly. Okay, right then.
Bye-bye.
So this is our boysenberry bush. It has finished fruiting now. So what we've done is we've cut off all the branches that had the fruit on and got rid of them. And then all this new growth we've sort of tied in to this frame. And the fruit next year will grow on this new growth. And hopefully we'll get just as many berries as we did this year. Now the boysenberry is actually a cross between a blackberry, a raspberry and a loganberry. And there's a story as to how the boysenberry came about. No one knows if it's actually true, but this is how it goes. There was once a man called Rudolf Boysen, and he was a Swedish man and he lived in California. And he owned a ranch and he loved gardening and he created these seeds cross-pollinating blackberries, loganberries and raspberries. And he used these seeds and he planted them and he grew the boysenberry. Not that he named it that at that point. So he saw that this plant had amazing large succulent berries. But over time he neglected the plants and then he sold his ranch. But thankfully he passed them on to another keen gardener. And he was so impressed with the berries that he contacted a berry specialist called Mr. George Darrow. And Mr. George Darrow decided to set off and to try and discover some more of these plants. He contacted a small fruit grower called Walter Knott, and eventually together they tracked down Mr. Boysen. He took them to his ranch to try and find the former plants, but they were withered and barely alive. Undeterred, Mr. Knott cleaned up the plants, gave them some fertilizer and nurtured them back to health. Eventually he saw how amazing these plants were and how huge the berries were. And because it had no name at that point, he decided to call them Boysenberries after the original grower, Rudolph Boysen. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We really appreciate it. If you like these videos, then please subscribe to support us and so you can get notifications of when our next videos come out. Our caterpillars now have been in here for about 3 or 4 days just to let their wings harden, get strong, and now it's time to release them. Let them into the big wide world. So you need to undo the zip, Emily. So one is, there we go, one's flown away. Off it goes. The other one's going to be brave. It's just started to rain. They're flying around a little bit now. There we go, there's one. Off it goes. I don't know if you caught that, but it's quite hard to follow them. They're quite fast. 3 more to go. Here goes one, getting ready. Oh look, he's spreading his wings. He's gonna fly. Come on, butterfly. Why are you upset, Emily? You're gonna miss them. I know, darling, but they're best off out free, aren't they, in the open? Shall we see? Look, see if I can do this. I'm gonna see if they will land on my paintbrush.
Don't push him.
I'm not pushing him. I'm seeing if he's gonna come onto my paintbrush. Oh, look, Emily. Wow, look at that.
I touch him.
Where did he go? He's gone on the outside. He's on the outside now. There you go. Off you go, Mr. Butterfly. And the last one. See if he'll climb on. There we go. There he is. Right, beautiful. Don't poke them. Gently, 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 very gently. Oh, there he goes. It's gone. This one, come on, this one doesn't want to go, look. Come on, Mr. Butterfly. You can say bye to them. So see you soon. Off you go, Mr. Butterfly. Oh, it's not focused, there we go. Go and find your friends. There we go. Join us next Wednesday when we dive into the world of organic vegetables as we celebrate Organic Month.